I will never run out of reasons to give you praise, of reasons to bless your name, of reasons to lift my hands in worship. I will never run out of reasons to give you praise, of reasons to bless your name, of reasons to lift my hands in worship.
Oh Lord, our Lord, how excellent is your name in all the earth. There is no one like you, There is no one like you. I they see the workings of your hands when I think of the moon and the stars, yeah. There is no one like you. There is no one like you. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart, oh. Nothing can stop the rhythm within my mind. It's your love, oh. Me I dey feel always, oh. It's your love, oh. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart, oh. Nothing can stop the rhythm within my mind. It's by your grace, oh. Me I dey run this race, oh. It's by your grace, oh.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and never forget He is good, He is kind, He loves you.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and never forget He is good, oh He is kind, He loves you. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart, oh. Nothing can stop the rhythm within my mind. It's your love, oh. Me I dey feel always, oh. It's your love, oh. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart, oh. Nothing can stop the rhythm within my mind. It's by your grace, oh. Me I dey run this race, oh. It's by your grace, oh. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart, oh. Nothing can stop the rhythm within my mind. It's your love, oh. Me I dey feel always, oh. It's your love, oh.
I will never run out of reasons to give you praise, of reasons to bless your name, of reasons to lift my hands in worship. I will never run out of reasons to give you praise, of reasons to bless your name, of reasons to lift my hands in worship.
Oh Lord, our Lord, how excellent is your name in all the earth. There is no one like you, There is no one like you. I they see the workings of your hands when I think of the moon and the stars, yeah. There is no one like you. There is no one like you. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart, oh. Nothing can stop the rhythm within my mind. It's your love, oh. Me I dey feel always, oh. It's your love, oh. Nothing can stop the melody Nothing can stop the melody in my heart. Oh,
Yeah.
nothing can stop the rhythm within my mind. It's your love, oh, me I dey feel always. Oh, it's your love, oh. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart. Oh, nothing can stop the rhythm within my mind. It's by your grace, oh, me I dey run this race. Oh, it's by your grace, oh. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart.
Yo.
Oh, nothing can
Nothing
stop
can
the
stop the
rhythm within
rhythm
my
in
mind.
my mind.
It's your
It's your
love, oh.
love.
Yeah, they feel always,
It's
oh.
your
It's
love.
your love,
Oh.
oh.
Yes, 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 yes. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Random Convos October edition. And the song we just listened to is a song by our special minister, Minister Buki, featuring Trevor Ed. And that's an extended version of the original song, Bless the Lord. This one is titled Melody in My Heart, Bless the Lord, extended version. So just like the song said, nothing can stop the melody in my heart. So nothing can also stop the melody in your heart tonight. And most especially, nothing will stop the melody and the joy in my heart that I have an amazing coach, someone I've always longed to have a conversation on this platform with. So tonight is going to be nothing short of awesomeness, right? So once more, good evening, family. Welcome to another beautiful episode of Random Convos. So in this on this platform, actually, we learn, we laugh, we get inspired through real conversations, and then little sprinkles of wisdom here and there so that we can actually go home with a lot. So tonight we are graced with a woman who embodies purpose, right? So, and you guys know that anybody that is doing anything purposeful, that is doing something impactful, I am thrilled. So, I may not be so public or so vocal about it, but I love to be associated with such people, right? So this woman embodies purpose, she embodies wisdom, she embodies grace. She's a certified relationship and marriage coach. So tonight, I also believe that there'll be a level of wisdom that will be made available for our single brothers and our single sisters. So she's a mother, she's a pastor, she's an award-winning author who has dedicated her life to helping men and women build blissful homes and purposeful lives. So before I officially welcome her, so because of some little challenges here and there, we have decided to switch our streaming to YouTube for now. With time, just in a little time window, we are going to bring in Facebook back. So a lot of our live videos we can't account for them at the moment. So we are doing this now on YouTube so we can actually save up some of this amazing content for posterity's sake, right? So that's just it. So please join me in welcoming the amazing coach Merit Erondu, the woman who teaches love with wisdom and lives purpose with grace. Good to have you here. Good evening, ma.
Okay. Yeah, good evening. I hope you
Yes,
can hear
yes,
me.
yes. Very loud, very loud.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma.
Yeah, good
The
evening.
amazing, the amazing coach Merit Erondu. Finally,
Finally, right?
yes.
Finally, we're here.
So, so let me spill this out. One of your Joseph Varamantiers, people that follow you in secret.
Ah.
I'm
Okay.
wow,
Confession time.
wow, wow. I'm so happy to have you here, and my special shout out to our pastor who also allowed this kind of conversation or this kind of stuff to happen by this time. So
Yeah.
thank you so much to Daddy, and then thank you so much to you for accepting to be here.
Thank you.
Wow, just like I told you before now, mhm, you I know you not spare anything. You are going to tell us everything you can tell us sincerely.
Okay.
Sincerely.
Mm,
Okay, so I'm curious. Let me start with one of my curiosity questions.
okay.
You wear many hats beautifully. It's not as though you are doing it grudgingly. I have some friends, let me say some family friends who know you, who are close to you. I'm not very much close, but I see a lot of beautiful works you do from afar. So, and I've seen how like how well they talk and speak about you. So in my head, I'm not like, okay, I checked you up, checked a lot of things you do, and I said I'm going to ask this question as a first question. So you do all the things you do beautifully. It is not out of compulsion. You are an author, you are a counselor, a coach, a pastor, a mother, a wife. So I want to ask, how did this beautiful and incredible journey begin?
The journey. Okay. So, if I'll talk about the journey, I'll start from when I was still very much little. I don't know. There was a picture I posted today on Facebook, a picture of where I was catwalking. I
I'm
represented
going
Miss
to
Asia.
get it.
I represented Miss Asia in that picture. So I've always been that social person. I've always been that public person. I from when I was very young. I can remember my primary three, where they had to
Hmm.
put me on top of a table to present a speech to the students because I was blessed with height, you know. They had to put me there, and after the speaking, after the speaking, they gave me a book. I've not forgotten that story book, Dumbo. That's the name. So I've always been speaking right from when I was very much little. I've always been going all out for what I love to do. So the journey, I believe, started from when I was still very much small. Back then, so when I was still very young, primary school, secondary school, I was helping out my teachers, you know. You didn't have to bring it here now.
Oh, I'm so
You didn't have to bring it here now. Oh my God. This one is pure definition of cutting the act. Okay. So, as I was saying, I've always been that outgoing person, doing my thing, you know. So it has always been a passion for me. When I was still very young, secondary school, primary school, helping out teachers then, you know, they'll tell you to do this role based on administrative role. I was helping them in recording exam scripts, helping them review questions for lower classes and all of that. So I've always loved to help when it comes to administration, when it comes to teaching. Okay, so when I'm coaching people now, it's not like I knew that I will not be a regular classroom teacher, right? Teaching maths and physics. I knew I wouldn't do that. So what I'm doing today has always been something I had passion for when I was still very young. Okay, so but turning it into what it has become today was very intentional for me. I had to acquire some trainings. I had to submit to mentorship. I had to volunteer. Okay, volunteer my skills to serve other people's vision and all of that. So the journey I started since like I knew my skill, I knew my passion, and thank God that I was rightly positioned in an environment that gave me that platform. I attended one school from pre-nursery till secondary school. My parents did not change me school. In fact, I was the only person in my family that attended one school. My other siblings changed schools, right? So that school, Emmanuel's International Secondary Schools in Aba, groomed me, gave me platform to speak, gave me platform to mentor other people. I started mentorship since. So it gave me platform to inspire other people. So it has been something I love to do right from when I was still very young. So that's it for me.
wow, wow. So from what you just said, two words stood out for me: mentorship and volunteering. And this is one word. Okay, let me talk about the mentorship aspect. I'm so big on talking about mentorship. Like I'm very vocal and loud about it. And a lot of our guests on this platform has, if not all, 80-90% of them have always talked about or referred to mentorship. Now,
Oh,
let me believe that I don't want to be faster than myself. I want to coordinate myself this night so we can get all the juice in this discussion. So now, what's your take on mentorship? Because there is this thing I've observed while interfacing with a lot of teenagers. I have a lot of conversation with teenagers, and they may not say it, but you see them acting it out that mentorship is actually old fashioned. So I want you to buttress on that. What is your take on mentorship? And if you can also maybe try to strike a bigger point. Sorry about that.
okay.
Nigeria has happened to me.
Belen.
No problem. So, if you can also, thank you so much. So, if you can also tell us the effects that mentorship has had on you to have gotten you to this point, it will be also beautiful. So, tell us about mentorship, the effect of
Okay.
mentorship on you, and the beauty behind it.
Mentorship. Okay,
Mm.
mentorship is a lifesaver. And
Wow.
let me start by saying that I got married to my mentor. The first, I think the official mentor I had, a man, that is not my husband. I got
Wow.
married to my mentor. And before I got married to him, I had to tell him a passion I had in my heart, which is the fact that I needed a female. I needed someone else.
Mm.
Because when emotions begin to get into mentorship relationship that is already transitioning into something else, there are certain things that you cannot even do again. The person may not be strict on you again, and some other things that you know that if it's not romantic relationship, you would have done this. So I have to just open up
Mm.
to my partner and told him that I need somebody else. And I've always been someone that is passionate about growth. So I need someone that can stay on me to grow. I need someone that can
Mm.
be intentional with my life. So, first of all, before I got a mentor, I acknowledged that I needed one. So, most young people you see today that think mentorship is scam, mentorship is not necessary, even if you push them to a mentor, they cannot survive because they've not acknowledged that they need one.
Yeah.
So, it becomes a
Yeah.
struggle. I own a mentorship school. So, I see people that come based on sponsorship, somebody sponsored them, and they don't even get serious because they didn't think they needed this. Whereas there is
Mm.
somebody else that she knew she needed it, but she didn't have the fund. So when the opportunity now came, she grabbed it and she had to commit to it. Okay. So mentorship, if you will enjoy mentorship, you must acknowledge that you need a mentor. If you don't know,
Mm.
if you've not acknowledged that you need a mentor, you can't even enjoy mentorship, right? So after I acknowledged I needed one, he had to recommend his friend to me, and I had to meet her, Miss Ifeoma Ronsaye. I had to meet her, told her what I wanted, and it's been 10 years on that journey. 10 good years submitting to one person as a mentor. And I can tell you that my life has evolved. My life has become better. So if I can check my life 10 years ago or over 10 years ago and look at my life now and remove mentorship from it won't make sense. It
Mm.
won't make sense. So before I even launched out into what I'm doing, I served in her own vision. I served like as her right hand person in her own vision. I served as an administrator. I was there in all her platforms. In fact, I'm still there, even though not actively serving because of the level of responsibility on me. But she knows that this person is loyal. She knows that this lady is still connected to me. So you see, if you must strive in mentorship, you must first of all acknowledge that you need a mentor. And when you eventually find one, you must commit to the journey. You have to
Mm.
commit, because if you don't commit to the journey, if you're not intentional about who is mentoring you and the journey itself, you can't even go far. Right? So before,
Mm.
don't
Mm.
allow anybody to force you to somebody. Oh, go and submit to this person. Well, you must first of all check and ask yourself, this person that I want to submit to or they're recommending to me as a mentor, does he or she have what I need to become?
Mm.
Because sometimes people go based on popularity, based on proximity. They want to just feel belong among and all of that. So when they get there, they even lose track of what brought them. So you
Mm.
must fix your eyes on what brought you to this person, then follow. Lastly, on this note, some people want their mentor to pursue them. They want their mentor to be the one, always pursuing you. But a time will come where your mentor will never have time for that. I tell people that come to me for mentorship, don't expect me to be the one but running after you. You know what you saw that made you come, right? You should be the one to pursue. Before Elijah was taken, he told Elisha that if he would see me taken. So imagine Elijah went on his own and he was gallivanting. He won't have received double portion. So he was focused on what
Yes.
he came for. And immediately Elijah was about to be taken. The thing dropped on him and he took it. So commitment to the journey will actually help you to become and enjoy your mentorship journey.
Wow. Wow. Hey, we have not started.
All this
Okay.
shouting.
Oh, oh God. God, God help us. God help us. God help us. God help
It will
us.
help, it will help us.
Okay. I am trying so hard to resist this temptation. I don't know. I have a
Ah,
mentor. I have a
okay.
mentor who also has passion for mentorship. Like
Okay.
he carries it on his head, Pastor Valentine Oyog. He carries
Oh,
it on his head. So I am trying to resist this temptation, but let me see. Let me ask this last. Let me ask this last question, so I can now get into other questions. Now,
okay.
I I follow what you do, even if it is not, even if I'm not that active. But anytime I get the opportunity to come online, I just there are I don't just look into anywhere and everywhere. There are people that I know, these are value driven people. So I go straight there, listen to the things or read the things I want to read and then move on. Now, was it yesterday? But I know it's this week that you made a post about yes, it's this week, Pastor Enojiri.
Okay.
Yes. Um in regards to the things that happened in Hallelujah Challenge. And
Yes.
then you also made mention of Love in Every Word that just came out yesterday.
Yeah.
You just told stories around them. Now, so I want to hear your take on a particular subject matter. I know you know about it, about
Okay.
Dr. Stephen Akintayo, that
Okay.
mentorship stuff of
Yeah.
was it $15,000 or twenty thousand
Mm.
dollars, and people were just all over. So,
Mm.
what do you think about? We have migrated to a world where we have both formal and informal, paid and free mentorship. So, what do you think about the paid mentorship and the free mentorship? Do both of them communicate the same value, or the value system or the value whatever is different? So, what do you think about that?
You want to set me up, Abby?
No, 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 this is not a setup. It's not
You
a
want to set
setup.
me up, Abby? Okay.
Never,
No problem.
never.
No problem. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So mentorship, whether free or paid, the truth of the matter is when there is a clear difference between doing something as a passion and doing it as a profession. They are two different things. So let me start with myself as an example. When I started my own mentorship journey, I did not start it as a profession. I started it as a passion. Okay. I started it as something I
Mm,
loved to do. And that started in November 2022. And it was just like a goal. As we are coming to the end of the year now, people are setting goals. What's your goal for next year? What's your goal for next year? People are setting goals and all of that. So my own goal that I wrote down, one of my goals I wrote down was to raise 12 female disciples for God as Jesus had for him. People that he was
mm,
intentionally pouring into, people that when he's going to pray, he's dragging them. Let's go and pray. Let's stretch for 1 hour. Let's do this one. They are witnessing the miracles firsthand. So when Jesus was not there, you could see them share their experience firsthand, see how this thing happened. It's not hearsay. We saw it happen. You get? So I
Mm.
wanted to have that kind of opportunity because people were coming to me, I wanted to mentor me, and most times I lose track of them because some of them don't even follow. So I lose track of those that are coming for mentorship. So I just told myself I'll be very much intentional with these people right now. So what do I have to do? I had to open up a WhatsApp platform, started giving them books to read, told them to summarize the book, what did you gain, and all of, and that was the pattern my husband used on me when he was mentoring me. So I used that same blueprint on them because it helped me. So I wanted it to also help them. So that alone help people to cultivate reading habits, consistency, commitment, and all of that. So towards the ending of that year, that was now when God Himself told me this one. I did not start coaching or paid mentorship because others were doing it. God Himself
Mm.
told me that I should turn this free thing I'm doing into a paid stuff. And mind you, then I wasn't working for anybody. There was no paid job. I was just a wife. Okay. I was at home, a sit at home mom. So I was just at home. But I was really brainstorming. What can I do to make money? Because I don't want to be the kind of person that you're depending on your husband and all of that. So I needed to do something. So when that inspiration came, you could see that that was still based on what you love to do. Now,
Yes,
that made
yes.
me transition from doing it free to doing it paid. Now, when people say it's not right to pay for mentorship, I wonder what they mean because if you will do this thing as a profession and do it well, it will cost you money. But then where would the money come from? That's the question. This thing you're doing here now, if you're not using the free version of StreamYard, you will have to pay to use the paid version that
Yeah,
will
yeah.
enable you to stream not just on Facebook, but on YouTube, on Instagram. You will have to pay. So where will the money come from? So people think
Mm.
that when coaches are charging you, they are charging you so that the money will enter their pockets. But they forget that a coach that is really building for long term is going to invest that money into what he or she is building. Some
Mm.
people pay
Mm.
heavily for softwares to use. Some people pay
Yes,
for
yes.
tools. Some people pay to, I'm not even saying some people, me, I pay to upgrade my knowledge. That knowledge you want to come and tap from, I did not get it for free because people now are structuring what they are doing for more productivity and results. So
Hi.
if someone is asking you to pay for a training, right, please by all
Mm.
means pay for it because that same person is investing. That thing you're desiring did not come cheap. If you want it cheap now, maybe you go to YouTube. Even that YouTube, you have to sit. Yes, now, even that YouTube, you have to sit down and dedicate your
Yes,
time. And
yes,
sometimes they will not even tell you the how to. They'll just give you here and there. But the person that you're assessing that can break things down to you will require time and energy. So right now, I don't accept random mentor me. I take you where you should be. Join my mentorship school.
mm.
Pay for it. And you will see that when people pay for such things, they even value it the more. Because when you say free, 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 just like this session we are having now, if it as it's free now, you may not get all the number because they
Yeah,
this one. But if it's something that they have to pay for, and somebody releases money from his or her pocket to pay for it, even if sleep is catching the person will be here because my money is here. Yes, now,
yeah,
where a man's pleasure
yeah.
is, his heart is. So when you are able to pay for a training, for personal development, there is no how you cannot commit to. So that thing, it has so many things it does. It increases commitment and participation. It helps the coach because MTN will not hear. I love to make impact. You will subscribe. What if I don't have data to come and teach you that you want to learn? How will you learn it? I will subscribe.
Mm.
And you know how MTN normally use straw to solve their data, depending on the network you're using. This will solve data. So you need to keep subscribing. So where would the money come
Yeah.
from? So there's nothing called running costs. So for those people like
Mm.
us that do this thing professionally, it costs a lot of money. So if we tell you to pay, by all means, pay for it. But me, I'm not after how much somebody wants to charge for it because there's nothing too big to pay for someone's knowledge. Nothing is too big. If you think it's easy, go
Mm.
and get it anywhere now. So if I charge you 100K, 500K, any amount, if you cannot afford it, you move, go somewhere else. If you can afford it, you pay. So that's my take on it.
Wow. Hmm. Okay. So if you can afford it, pay for it. But
Mm-hmm.
the truth remains that anybody who actually values personal development
Mm-hmm.
at all means. In fact, there are prices to be paid at any level. So if you
Exactly.
cannot afford Dr. Stephen Akintayo at the moment, there is a blissful mentorship academy to join.
Mm-hmm.
So all this, anyways, is the generation we find ourselves in. Sincerely,
Mm-hmm.
is the generation we are in.
It's true.
Hmm. Okay, so let's push. At what point did you know that coaching and helping people build blissful relationships was your life's purpose? So I'm asking this question because of somebody who will be asking, how did you discover purpose? So let's just use the two one stone now to kill two birds. So how did you discover that coaching and helping people build blissful relationship was your or is your life's purpose?
Okay, so I discovered it when I was still single. I discovered it through service and fellowship. So I was in a fellowship, Feka. That was where I
Yeah.
gave my life to Christ. That was where I was groomed. I was properly trained, like exposed to spiritual things. That was where prophecy was released upon me. Okay, that was where I heard a lot of things concerning my life that I didn't even know. Okay, so it was at the point of service because Feka will tell you, you are the one moderating, you are the one doing this, you are the one doing that. So at the point of doing all of that, I was discovering my skill, I was discovering, my potentials, my talents, and all of that. But this passion of relationship and my, in fact, at a point came where I almost, I almost gave up on this passion, marriage and relationship. Why? Because someone told me that when I was single that nobody will listen to me because I'm single.
Mm,
Nobody will listen to you. So but then I had to keep showing up online. I had a group back then on Facebook. That group is the group I now changed to my current brand name. I had a group. I had to just dedicate that group to sharing my knowledge, wisdom on relationship. I was even forming some questions that normally people ask me, addressing them right there. I just had to create a platform for myself to to give my passion and expression. That was what I did back then. So even when he told me that, I didn't actually pay so much attention to it. So we need to be careful who we listen to. Because people you
yeah.
listen, someone you listen to can take you out of what you're called to do. So he told me that nobody will listen to you, you're still single. That was even before Facebook monetization. Oh. I was showing up online, giving out values. I've always been doing that. Okay. But then how did I know this? What I would do professionally was just what I told you in 2022, that I had to just intentionally transition into doing this. This is what I'm doing currently. And if you also check, it's in line with my assignments, right? So I'm earning
Yeah.
from what I love to do. So the passion has always been there, but fellowship, mentorship, and service, these three things combined together helped me to actually be certain and more convinced that this is what you're called to do. Because most times you're not even sure this is what you're called to do until you see someone doing it and you now see possibilities. You now see
Yes.
yourself in that
Yes.
person. Do you get? You see yourself, you see your
Mm,
future in what this person is doing. And the best thing you can do at that point is to align yourself. There's no need going back and forth. Just align. If you can align and serve the person, serve the vision, you are able to fan the flames of your own. And before you know it, because this purpose thing is one step at a time. That's why they call it
yeah.
discovery. You discover level
Mm,
one, you think you are done, you discover level two. But there will always be a trace to one thing. That one assignment will always be there. But the way it is being expressed, the platform is being expressed can differ. So I've been able to rise from one platform to another, and I know this is the least. Like we keep getting better. By this time next year, we should have gotten more, bigger, and better. But the assignment is still the same. So
yeah.
service,
Yeah.
mentorship will help you, and fellowship, the association you have, the kind of people you find around you can actually help you on that.
Mm. Service, mentorship, and fellowship. Above all, the kind of people you have.
Mhm.
Kai. So, man, thank you so much for
Thank you.
I think I'm supposed to have paid for this section,
I
but we'll discuss that backstage.
I will charge you in dollars.
Mm, no problem, ma. No problem. So, ma, I want to let's deal with relationships and marriage now. Now,
Okay.
you are married to your five-star husband.
Mhm.
So you said that he is your mentor. That's the first
Mhm.
mentor you had. So we want to know what's the story of how the the journey began, and then the mentorship happened or started, and then at what point were you certain that he was the one?
Okay. If I say this one now, you will rush to Facebook now and bring the picture.
No,
I set
I'm
up
coming.
I set up
I'm
Facebook on
coming
fire
now.
this
I'm coming.
afternoon. I set up Facebook on fire this afternoon. The truth is that I did actually know when I met him that I was going to marry him or he was going to be my husband. I didn't know. I just came to fellow. It was Feka. It was the fellowship. So that's where we met. We met at the fellowship, and most times what women don't know is that men have foresight. They know what they want. A man can see what he wants in a woman and deliberately get the attention of that woman just to get what he wants. Right? So when I came to FECA, the fellowship, I did actually know that I will see my husband there or anything. I just came, like every other random person would come, but I believe God had my destiny in mind, all round, marital destiny, spiritual destiny, and everything in mind.
Mm,
So according to him, he said he picked interest when his siblings came back because I was in the same fellowship with the siblings. So he said they came back, they were discussing about this young lady that joined, that was very committed, that was doing this, doing that. Before they said Jack, she has done what they said they should do. And that was just me. I was just very out and committed. I'm still that kind of a person. If I'm in something, you will know that I'm in that thing. If I'm not there, you also know I'm
mm,
not there. So according to him, that's when he had to pick interest and he had to make his own inquiry about the person. So I was not even in the picture. I didn't know all these things. It was just him doing his thing, right? So he had to make inquiries, observe, and all of that until he was certain. But before he even told me what the intention was, because that you want this person does not mean it's the right time. Timing is very important.
mm,
Because if he had come that time and said, I want to marry me, I will not answer him because I don't even know you. I don't know who you are. I need to also know before I can even accept what it is you're coming with. So I was at that point that we had to start with him, helping me with my spiritual growth. It was him that made me to learn how to fast, go on a personal retreat. I did my first 3 days retreat when I was still single in my father's house, fast during Christmas. When you're the one cooking and you are the one fasting. And I was climbing, I was climbing the leadership in Vega. So everything was just stretching me at that moment. So love and romance was not on my mind. What was on my mind was personal growth. So if you're a single guy and you have interest in a visionary lady, a lady that you see that is purposeful, just come that way. Don't go into you are the sugar in my tea, cockroach in my cupboard. They will not listen to you because at that point, that's not their focus and their attention. So they just think that you want to take them off. I met a guy, one of my old time friends. I'm like, guy, why is he single? Yeah, he said that the last lady he said that she wants to focus on her spiritual life. She don't want to lose her fire. So you see that kind of a person, that's her own mindset. So he came through the part that will make me listen to him, which is my personal development. At that point was my love language. Help me to grow. I want to grow. I want to find God. I want to become better. That was my drive at that point. So he was on me on that part, right? Until how many years down the line? It wasn't even that year or the next. Until how many years down the line? That picture I posted, it's not like we knew that we are certain we are going to get married, though, but I knew that somebody like that was in my life. So this was my matric. That was in 2013. That was my matric 2013.
wow.
So yes, that was 2013. And we got married 2019. So you see what I'm saying? Everything I'm saying now happened within that period. Okay, so we
Mm,
moved from that. It was, I think, 2 years 2 years before 2019, it should be 2016 or so thereabout. That was when we had to define it and say, okay, this is what we want to do. That's now when he had to declare his intentions. Okay, and I had to tell my mom and all of that before we now transitioned into this. So you see that it did not just start with, oh, bam, let us do love and marriage or relationship. Each transition is a journey. So there's no need forcing.
Mm.
I see men, they want a lady, they are forcing themselves, forcing. The lady doesn't even know you. She doesn't know who you are, and you want her to just quickly accept because you are a church brother or because you are in the same circle. It does not work that way. That's not how it happened for me. So I don't know for others. So I don't know for others. So that was just me. It was a journey that moved from one level to another, and see where we are.
Wow, a journey that moved from one level to another. Timing is very important.
Mhm.
Sincerely, timing is very important. So let me do a follow-up question to that. Now, um, you said something that resulted to this thing I said, that timing is very important. That at that point you were still in the heat of leadership, so love and romance was not in your mind. Now, a lot of singles are actually under pressure. A lot of people are under pressure. They just, people with different mindsets about what marriage is. A lot of them don't even know what the concept of marriage is. So they just want to enter a man's house. Now, what is that one mistake? I know there are a lot of mistakes, but I want you to pick out one and let's discuss that for a while. What is one mistake you see singles make most often when it comes to choosing a partner?
Okay. Just like you said, a lot of things can be the reason. And as you asked that question, so many reasons started flashing. So let me try and pick one. Let me try and pick one. I'm in between choosing lack of knowledge and lack of conviction. So I think I should stay on conviction. Let me stay
Okay.
on conviction because if you are not convinced about something and you get into it, you will regret it. So even
Mm,
if I'm not against people recommending someone to you, I'm not against finding someone on social media. I'm not against finding someone by my pastor said or the prophet
mm,
said is my husband or is my wife. My concern is, are you convinced this is the person?
yeah.
Because if you're not convinced, you're making a very big mistake. Nobody is promising you that marriage will be a bed of roses, like you will not have any kind of misunderstanding, or there may not be low moments, everything will be high, 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 high. And even though it's a godly marriage, peaceful marriage, when people tell you what they truly, truly, truly they are going through, even the men of God you love and respect. Was it not Pastor Jerry's wife that we know her story? That she
Yeah.
was highly hot tempered. The person will celebrate today highly hot tempered, gave Reverend Jerry tough time. But see where they are today. So imagine Reverend Jerry was not convinced that I was supposed to get married to this person. Maybe he would just sign out and said, this woman cannot help my global assignment. So my mother did not pray for me to come and end up like a chicken like this with this woman. You get so I believe he was convinced and he stayed. So that conviction, first of all, will make you to stand in the midst of trials and temptations. When things are not working, you know that this is the person, you will stay. Conviction will make you grow in love because, like I said, what people see, they might not be able to share. Social media will only show you the beautiful part of it, the amazing part of it. They
Yeah.
will not show you other parts. You get so when people tell you the real deal, you might shake your head and say, "This is I'm tapping since I'm not tapping again, though. I know tap." Everything you're tapping on social media, I tap, kingdom couple, kingdom marriage, and all of that. So, conviction, if you're convinced about somebody, there is no mountain you cannot climb. Okay. So
Mm,
whether you met the person or the person met you, or you had in the dream, this is my husband, or pastor prophesied, laid hands on you and legs, everything, and told you this man is your husband, this woman is your own. And they heard, make sure you hear God. And this is where
yeah.
I get to the point where I tell single people, if you don't have a working relationship with God, where God is leading you in different areas of your life, you will make a mess of your love life because that's where you will not be depending on people to hear God for you. I've had people come to me, ma, please pray. Let me know if he's my husband, and I will send them back. I don't do that kind of prayer. What happened to your own mouth? God can hear you. Go to God and ask him. Nobody prayed for me to know if my husband is my husband. I went to God to pray and I heard him speak to me personally. So you must
Mm,
have a working relationship with God, so that He will tell you if this person is the person for you. The moment I was having back and forth in my relationship, my parents didn't want me to get married to my husband and all of that. What made me stay was my conviction. I heard God. What is playing out today, God said it, that I will use your marriage as an example to one day you will stand and speak about these things. And that's what I'm doing today. So I stayed because I heard God. So if you don't hear God, you are not convinced about what you're going into. One is that you will mess up, and you might even lose out on who you're supposed to get married to. You might miss out on the
Mm,
person and get married to somebody else because you lack that foresight. You didn't hear God. You just stepped in foolishly. That's one ridiculous thing I've always heard people say. When you get in anything you see, you will regret anything you see, you will take it. You see,
because,
they say anything you see, you take. Say whether you are the one that forced me into it or I forced myself into it, anything I see is me that will take. Whether you will have support of your pastors, reverend, bishop, all of them in Nigeria or the world put together, whenever that is hit in your marriage, it is you that will feel it more, not them
yeah,
outside. You might come
yeah.
back and cry to them and run back to them, but you are the one that will feel the heat. So this tells you that you are the most important person in choosing who to get married to.
Mm,
If you choose based on pressure, based on societal expectation, based on parents, based on people expectation and all of that, you are the one that will feel it. But if you choose well, you're the one that will enjoy it. So the choice is all yours. So I think that is that conviction.
God, you are the most important person to choose who you want to stay with.
Yes, sir.
You are, you are not going to choose the person because of church, because of pastor said, because of God. Okay, so talking about conviction, I want to ask. So, what is that one moment in your marriage that has tested your conviction, and what did it teach you?
Mm.
I don't know if I'm
Okay.
digging too deep.
So I think it's in line with my purpose. I think it's in line with my
Okay.
purpose. People know that personally I'm a high flyer. I love to pursue things, I love to push things and do things. So the fact that my husband never, at least for the past 6 years, has never been a threat to my growth and to my purpose fulfillment is a sign to me. Because if he has maybe one day say, you see this thing you were doing when you were single, you better pack up, stop all these things, it would have been life threatening. But there are times
Mm,
where I'm even tired, he's the one pushing me, times where I don't want to do this, he's encouraging me. There's a training that I went through recently. I just told him I need to upgrade my knowledge on this. And he said, go here, go and search for this kind of training. And I did exactly that. And before you know it, I gave my certificates that I'm done with the training. So that's him being a catalyst to my growth, him being supportive of it is something that I know that if it was not there, it would have been threatening to my marriage. And of course, I would have known that I missed it. I got it wrong.
mm,
Okay, so the fact that there are times where I feel, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, and I have somebody to push me up there, say, oh, be encouraged, be doing this. And marriage is a lot. Being a wife already
yeah,
is a lot. Now, being a
yeah.
mother, it
A
can be
mother.
challenging trying to balance all of this. It can be challenging. Like today now, I spoke on a platform just by 8 before okay, your own was by 10, right? I spoke by 8. But before
Yeah.
then, I had to do my house chores first of all in the morning. I had to leave the house, go to the salon, came back, attended to children, cooked and all of that. I just had to tell myself, let me sleep small. So it was around 7:30. I looked like
Mm,
somebody that the poured Holy Ghost water on. I had to just jack up because imagine me sleeping when it was time for my section. Okay. And another thing
yeah.
that happened is I think this is also a testimony because normally I use a rechargeable light. You saw the way Nigeria happened to you. I use rechargeable lights for my for my live sections. So, but I told God, you see, I'm having 2 sessions today. These lights may not carry me. So I made a silent
Mm,
prayer that I need the light for my section. That let them bring light, even if it's by 8. Let me use the light because me accepting to be here by this time is a very big risk. Because if that light
mm,
had exhausted in the first section, I will not on my camera and it won't be as engaged as it is today. Now, so I just made that prayer to
yes,
God.
yes.
And do you know that immediately I was done with the first section, I switched off the light and they brought light. So I'm currently using our light. But
Wow.
why did I share this? I have to tell everybody in my home, nobody should on these lights. Because if they had on that light earlier, I wouldn't be using it
Mm,
off when there is no light, drag my children's. So I drag my children's ear, say nobody should on these lights when I go out. Oh. So everybody is just supportive. Everybody is supportive of what I'm called to do. But imagine I don't have all of that, and it will be so frustrating. So I think that is that for me.
mm, wow. Everybody's just supporting.
Yes, so I
Everybody's
can't do it
bringing
alone.
their Kai. Hmm. Okay. Wow. So now I also want to ask, so courtesy of the Blissful Singles and Couples Academy, that's the BSc. Now, how does it feel to watch lives and marriages transform through your academy and teachings?
It's encouraging. Honestly, it's encouraging. When I look at people that met me 2 years ago, 1 year ago, a few months, you now begin to see changes in their life. Is a proof that you are called to do this.
Mm,
When we talked about charging for mentorship and all of that, that was a point I didn't raise, and that's the fact that most times the transformation that happens in some of this mentorship for those that are actually doing it well is bigger than the amount paid. For someone like me now, I've not listen. They say charge your words. I'm not started charging my words. I've not.
mm,
I'm still doing it with church mind because if I charge my words, I will charge a lot of money. A lot of money will because they try and you know one thing with this is that I acknowledge that I'm not the one changing lives. It's God. I'm only a
yeah.
vessel, and God has a way He rewards. God has His own paycheck. Okay, so that thing, if you want to reap people of their pockets based on what I'm doing in their life and all of that, I may be missing out on my own reward as well. So it's more transforming to see that what we are sowing as a seed is growing. Because I
Mm,
used to tell them, some of you now may not be able to give me money now, buy me cars and all of that. But in the nearest future, you can do more than that. That's why I'm doing
yeah.
what I'm doing with so much joy. It's an investment. Anybody that's a good investor knows how to be patient. You have to be patient to see your investment to actually have returns. So I'm seeing what I'm doing as an investment, as an opportunity to help people grow and become better. You get so it's rewarding for me, and most especially is encouraging because if you're doing this, you're not seeing results. You'll be doubting whether you heard God or whether God even called you to be doing this. Do you understand
Mm,
the head? So it's rewarding for me and encouraging. It's really, really encouraging.
wow. So has there been in relation to this, has there been any moment in your life that was actually emotional for you as a coach? Something that actually brought tears to your eyes?
Mm, I'm thinking of so many scenarios. I think I can remember one. Uh, this particular one, I think it happens every year. When my students are graduating from the academy, they
Mm,
stay with me for 1 year. So I have an online school for single ladies. So when they enroll, they're supposed to stay with me for 1 year. So that 1 year is always rigorous, connections, belts, emotions, and all of that. So when they are graduating, that's by October, it's
mm,
always emotional for me. When I watch them, you see someone that the person came struggling, you get, and as the person is
mm,
graduating, the person is more confident. Or you see someone that struggled to even pay for the mentorship. There was no money anywhere. The person was paying in bit, in bit, in bit. And you watch before your eyes the person's financial life change, the person's growth is just so encouraging and rapid. So towards that graduation period is always so emotional for me. Like, oh, but then I know that I'm opening myself to new persons that I also have to connect with. So I think that's always emotional for me on the journey. But let me talk about the negative parts, which is when people get to disconnect from you without prior notice. I've experienced that from people. People that you felt you were together. You get, and all of a sudden they will just disconnect. Without that, some one of them I had to even block her off because I was chatting her. I said, "What's happening?" This, that, that. She first, she zoned me. She stopped responding. She was not responding to my messages again. I told myself, instead of always going back to read our chats, let me block her on WhatsApp for my own mental health. That's the struggles we face as a coach. You have a good intention, but then people abuse it. And she stayed for like 5 months. I asked her her message on Telegram. She's like, "Oh ma, I've been trying to reach out to you since 5 months ago. You've not been responding." I said, "That's because I blocked you. I'm not hiding the fact that I blocked you. Yes, you need to know that I blocked you. And you need to know why I blocked you as well." So she was like, she started apologizing that she was wrong for doing that and that she was going through a lot. I said, if you're going through a lot, open up and tell me now. All I needed
Mm.
from you was that communication. So when you become rude, I hate it when somebody is rude, disrespectful. No, you can do any other thing, but you see that one, I hate it because you
Mm.
have no right to be rude to anybody. So when you now begin to disrespect, you see my messages. You don't, not one, not two, not no. I had to. So I think that's the painful part of it. I'm not sure I cried, Bosha. He touched me. Mhm. And she's not the only person that did it. I think two other persons have done that. So it's not actually right. It's not good. It's not a good experience.
Kai. People, human beings will always be human beings.
Sure.
So I sorry, I want to ask one more question.
Okay.
There's a question I actually reserved for time's sake. The question is in my heart. This is my personal question to you. So I'll find a way to squeeze the question in. So, but for the question I want to ask if your children were watching this conversation tonight or they watch it later, what do you want them to learn from your journey as a woman, as a wife, and as a mother?
Okay. So what I want them to learn is they can be anything they want to become. You can achieve whatever
Mm,
you want to achieve, whether you're single, whether you're married. You can become anything if you can pay the price. Just pay the price to become. Learning to me does not end. So if I can pay the price to learn, I will grow. Anything I want to be, if I say now I want to become like me now, I have a vision that a time will come when I'm talking about female kingdom influencers, and I'll be part of the first 10. It's a goal, it's a vision. There is a trace of it right now. If I don't lose track, I'll become that. You get so I am not changing my focus because I'm married. It was there when I was
mm,
single. It helped me choose who to get married to. Now that I'm still married, it's still burning in my heart. So I'm not ready to lose that because of marriage, because of parenting, because of anything. So if I have my children watching this now or they're watching later, I want them to know that they can become anything, anyone they want to become if they can pay the price. Because there's a price though for any glory.
yes.
You can't be admiring glory, but you don't want to pay the price. Jesus paid his price. Me, I'm paying my price. Some other people we are seeing today, they are paying. So if you don't pay your own price, you will not become anything. So go and find your own price. Pay your price and you'll become anything at all. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you.
Mm, pay the price. So I'm sitting and having a chat with a woman who has paid the price. So
And you're still paying the price.
I and is still paying the price because okay, I didn't want to pull up that certificate because of I feel I didn't get that proper clearance in as much as you've posted, but I didn't get that proper clearance from you to do that. So it is a proof that this is somebody that is in a development pipe. So you
Yeah.
think she has finished a particular stage. Once she finishes that one, she has already entered another stage,
Yeah.
all for the sake that there is a price to be paid. There is a destination, and then there's
Yeah.
a price to be paid for that destination to be at sight. So,
That's right.
wow. So, let me ask I wanted to play a game with you. So, but let me ask two more questions,
Okay.
and that will be it. So, if your life or if your life was a movie, or somebody decide to write a movie about your life, what would it be titled? That's number one. Then, who would play Merit Erondu?
Ah, that's a very tough question. Okay, so if I'm to choose a book title, I think I'll say Evolve. I think I'll
Evolve.
say Evolve, yes. And who will play Mary Rondo with my daughter, Delight?
Wow, can she do that perfectly?
Can you do that for me? She'll try now. I'll coach her. I'll mentor her. I mean, because who else can I think of? I'll have to replicate myself now. So the person will give the same results. So I think that's a very tough question, though.
Okay, that's amazing. So let me play some games with you.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be rapid pick. So I'll just say two things. You pick one, and then after that we'll do the next set. So um, I'm starting. Love or purpose,
Purpose.
counseling or preaching,
Counseling.
writing or speaking.
Both.
No, no, no. You have to choose one here now.
Okay. Speaking, I beg. It takes a lot to write.
Okay. No, but like, how do you do it? You let me not go and expose myself. How do you do it? Like, you take your time, you write a lot, and they are all inspiring. So how do you do it?
I think it's consistency. Consistency has made me, show up as in write more and write better. I just believe that what I have is for someone out there. So I can't keep it to myself.
Hmm,
I have to share it. That's for my social media content too. But if it's for book,
yeah.
my book is like a solution. I have a lot of people come with questions. So instead of me going back and forth answering, how do I know the right person? How do I not make mistake? I'll just package it as a book. It's part of what professionals do. So you package what you know as a resource so that when people meet you, both now and in future, they can have something to lay hands on. And it also helps me to grow in influence. The more you write to people, the more they want to hear from you, they want to read from you. They are seeing you as a
Hmm,
voice that they should want to listen. So it's part of me positioning myself as the person that I want them to see me as. So aside giving them value and impact, I'm also increasing my own portfolio and influence as a thought leader.
wow. Okay. That's takes a lot of consistency. So
Yeah.
okay, let's continue. Coffee or tea?
See you
Online session or physical section?
online. Oh, online. Online.
Okay, so let me ask a random a random fun game. So, what is that one funny or awkward moment you have had during a coaching or speaking section?
Awkward moment. Awkward moment. Hmm. I have to think about that one. Awkward moment.
Okay.
Can I remember? I'm not sure I can remember. Oh.
Okay.
I'm not sure I can. I'm not sure I can only remember impactful moments. I cannot remember awkward moment though. Yeah, I
Okay.
can.
Okay. So, um, I wanted to share a word of advice. So, what is one advice? Should I put it to your younger self or okay? So, what is one advice you would give to your younger self, and then to any young lady out there, especially those who are in their waiting or in their transition season.
Okay. So my advice to ladies, right?
Yes, ladies,
Okay.
because
My
you're
advice
passionate
to,
about
yeah,
ladies.
yeah, exactly. Men can be a lot.
Hey, God Almighty.
Okay, so my advice to that lady out there, will not be far from purposeful living and marital bliss. So I will say to you, discover your purpose right now that you're single. Okay,
Mm,
choose well, choose your life partner well. Like open your eye, wash it well, 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 well. Choose well. So discover your purpose. Choose well who to settle down with, because your life is in two phases when you're single, when you're married, except you choose not to get married. But if you know you will get
mm,
married, right, you must choose well. Because if you choose well, it determines if you will continue in your line of purpose or if you go into extinction. So choose
wow.
well. Discover your purpose, number one. It guides you on the path of who to get married to. Now choose well. I know why I'm stressing that, because there are lots of people with potentials, gifts, skills, talents that are no more. Some of them are down below because they got married to monsters. Some of them, their voices have been silenced. So these two things, don't joke with it. Purposeful living, don't just exist. Mark, put your name in the sand of time. Let people see you and they know that this person is a valuable person. Pursue that your calling. Don't wait until man arrives before you start doing something. Everything I'm doing today, I started when I was single. It has been amplified today in marriage, and it will keep getting better. So
Mm.
discover who you are. Now that you're single, then make sure that you don't marry rubbish. So
Hi,
that's my advice to that lady. Don't marry rubbish.
Jesus. Make sure you don't marry rubbish.
Don't marry what you cannot
Jesus.
explain. I don't know how I got here. No need. Don't. So you have to choose well.
Jesus. Ah, don't marry rubbish. Don't marry
Don't marry rubbish.
rubbish. Wow. So, I want to ask, if we send an invitation, because this is where I normally catch our guests. So they say you should check your evidence. I want to check my evidence now. So if we send an invitation to you for an extended version of this, what do you have to say about it?
You pay in dollars. Chakamito.
Oh God. Oh God.
Shebi, you need evidence. Me say I need my evidence. I need my own evidence. I'll tell you. I told you you will pay in dollars. So go and prepare yourself because you pay in dollars.
That's not it's not a big deal. It's not a
Okay.
big deal. Wow. Wow. So what I would say this night is thank you so much.
Thank you
I
too.
learned I don't appear here without my book and my pen. So uh, aside the fact that I am the one asking the questions, I also learned. So I learned a lot of things. But
Thank
the
you.
crown of everything here now, this night, is that he said, don't marry what you cannot explain. Don't marry nonsense. Don't marry rubbish. So this is what I'm going to go and tell some of my single friends. I'll tell them, take your time. And as you're taking your
Mm-hmm.
time, uh, Pastor Mary Erondu said, also
Don't
find
bother
a way
yourself.
to discover your purpose, be useful,
Yeah.
and be fulfilling your purpose until the man shows up. But in the
Mm-hmm.
process, don't marry nonsense.
Rubbish.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
I
so.
sincerely appreciate. I sincerely appreciate.
Thank
Do you
you.
have any last word for us? You're a pastor,
Yeah,
so do you have
thank
any
you.
last
Thank
word?
you so much. Thank you so much. I feel so honored. I feel so delighted doing this. This is like, I think, 1 hour. This is 1 hour, and it doesn't look like it. So thank you for making it engaging. And I told you, you throw me off balance. In fact, I want you, don't throw me off balance. So you are an amazing host. Thank you so much. And I celebrate what you're doing. Yes, I celebrate what you're doing. So keep it up to you and to your team. Well done.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We sincerely appreciate. And till the next time. You have agreed that you are going to come for our extended version.
You bring
Also send
it's
invitation to
until you
you.
don't have the evidence then.
Okay, thank you so much, and my regards to the family and the body of Christ in the city of Akwa Ibom.
Yeah.
Uyo.
Yes.
Yes. I'm
Thank you.
current. I'm current.
Yeah,
I'm
as well.
following you. I'm
I give
following
it to you.
you.
I give it to you.
Sorry. Thank you so much, and have a
Thank you
good
too.
night rest.
All right. Bye.
Okay, ma. Bye, ma. Wow, guys, I told you that a lioness entered this stage, and it was very vivid and obvious. In fact, I didn't do so much justice to a lot of questions I outlined. I wanted to ask her. So I asked a lot of curiosity questions because this is a woman that, let me not say I've been stalking her, but I've been following a lot of things she does. And in my head, I'm not like, how does so I just came from a point of personal curiosity, which I also think a lot of people have questions in that light. So I just asked those questions, and this is 1 hour of value. So I must say thank you so much, Pastor Coach Mrs. Merit Erondu, for pouring your heart into this conversation. You reminded us that love, purpose, and grace can truly coexist. And of everything she said in her summary, she said, "Don't marry nonsense." And we can build blissful lives through them. Right? Thank you for blessing us with your story. Thank you for blessing us with your wisdom. And thank you for sharing and pouring out your heart tonight. Thank you so much, man. We sincerely appreciate. And till I come your way next time, please, guys, do well to follow Mrs. Erondu on all social media platforms. I'm very much sure about Facebook and Instagram. She's on other platforms, but I'm very much sure about the handle for Facebook and Instagram on at Merit Erondu. So just go on Facebook and Instagram and type Merit Erondu and then follow her. She has a lot of value that she's dishing on that platform. She has a lot of value, I kid you not. And finally, we'll be coming back your way by next month with amazing set of guests. We bring the best of the best here. We bring the best of the best on this platform. So for now, till further notice, we'll be streaming from YouTube. We need to salvage our content and our videos for posterity. And till I come your way next time, I remain your host, Uchendo Ndubaku, on Random Convos. Peace out.
I will never run out of reasons to give you praise, of reasons to bless your name, of reasons to lift my hands in worship. I will never run out of reasons to give you praise, of reasons to bless your name, of reasons to lift my hands in worship.
Oh Lord, our Lord, how excellent is your name in all the earth. There is no one like you, you. There is no one like you. I see the workings of your hands when I think of the moon and the stars, yeah. There is no one like you. There is no one like you. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart, oh. Nothing can stop the rhythm within my mind. It's your love, oh. Me I dey feel always, oh. It's your love, oh. Nothing can stop the melody heart, oh. Nothing can stop that it's where in my mind. It's your love, oh. Me, I didn't feel always, oh. It's your love, oh.